Damn, Q. Baby, you did that.
Welcome to the Oh Yeah podcast with your boy, Mr. Oh Yeah, Detroit's #1 ambassador. Appreciate you joining us for another episode of Real Stories from Real People. Oh Yeah podcast with your boy, Mr. Oh Yeah, Detroit's #1 ambassador. We appreciate you joining back in with us as we're here at Floods Bar and Grill. Let me say that right. The legendary Floods Bar and Grill, where every Wednesday you can come hang out with us for the All Industry Connect. Politic, network, and find a new relationship that can last you a lifetime. And we started this week, we got the mobile cigar band out here as well. So good food, good drinks, and good cigars. The only thing we may be missing is you. You come on out here and check us out. And today with the Oh Yeah podcast, real stories from real people. And today I'm so honored to have someone as humble as this gentleman. And anytime I give a call, he picks up the phone. And I know I may call too many times, but he picks up the phone. He's always willing to help. He's always willing to give. He is a Detroit native and somebody that represents us like no other. My main man, Mr. Tarence Wheeler of the Wheeler Foundation. What's going on with you, my guy?
How are you?
I'm doing well, man. How you feeling today? Phenomenal.
Yes,
I like to hear that, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Real stories for real people, man. The Oh Yeah podcast is about having a conversation about how those who are from Detroit, or really from wherever now, have been able to make it, succeed, reach some level of greatness, right? But we understand that it don't just happen, right? We want to talk about that. And as we, my guy, super producer Q, are coming down the line of those where we know the stories need to be told, you're at the top of the list, team. You're at the top of the list, man. The work that you're doing here in Detroit, River Rouge, is unmatched with the Wheeler Foundation. But we want the people to hear. Can you please break down what you're doing present day? Today is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
You was out there today, right?
Today is Mobile Food Pantry Day. It's a mobile food pantry, but we call it the Pantry of Hope. Just trying to provide families something free. You know, as gas prices are increasing, the rate of groceries have increased, but your wages stay the same. So we know that poverty has no zip code. People come from near and far just to get some food. And I know for a fact that we've penetrated the crime rate. So now you don't have to worry about hurting anybody to get what you need to feed your family. Nobody should be hungry in this country. We waste food, man. Nobody should be hungry. And food is part of public health. If you can't eat, man, you can't think.
Right.
You damn sure ain't worried about no meat test.
Right.
If you can't eat.
It's not possible.
Not possible.
It's not possible,
No, man, not at all.
Now, the Wheeler Foundation, I had to do a little research. Okay? But it was something that stuck real close to me, and that's your mission.
Yeah.
And that is to alleviate all non-academic barriers as powerless kids need powerful friends.
Yes, sir.
Now, that's your work with River Rouge as well,
Yeah.
correct?
So here's what happens, man, is that powerless kids need powerful friends, meaning that if you have a position, why have a position if you're not going to use that position to enrich the lives of others? Why do you work for this corporation if all you want to do is collect a paycheck?
Yeah.
You should be trying to figure out how to give back to your community, whether it be internships, mentorships, financial contributions, even job shadowing. That's giving back. And so if you alleviate some of these barriers to education, these kids will excel. And in 25 years, H, of working with kids, I've never had a kid tell me, this is I want to be a failure. They fail because adults don't pour into them.
Right.
Adults prey on them instead of praying for them.
Right.
They're using kids. Count day is every day, bro.
Right.
For me, every day is count day. I ain't just looking for you in October. I need you in August, September, October, December to get you across the finish line so that you can go and be a successful individual in the game of life.
In the game of life. Now, right now, those are the two main things that you're focused on.
Yes.
And that's that food pantry as well as your work at River Rouge High
Yes.
School. Right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Now, how long has that been the focus?
So I've been at River Rouge 8 years, going to my 9th year. River Rouge is like the second home.
Yeah.
It's right next to Southwest Detroit. I went to the greatest high school in the country, 6921 West 4th Street, Southwestern Prospector, to the day I die. To the day I die. Played for the legendary GOAT, Perry Watson.
That's right.
And so I would not be here. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Perry Watson,
That's right.
Cheryl Harshaw, Dr. Granson, all these people that saw something in a little snotty-nosed kid from Vinewood in Michigan.
Yeah.
Believe I could be great.
Bingo. Now, because you're a guest on this show, I'm going to let that ride about the greatest high school.
Yes, call the cats at King.
Call the cats at King.
Call Aunt Paul. Call Donnell Dickinson. Ask him about it.
Ask him about
Ask him about Callahan Hall.
Right.
31.
Yeah.
18 in the first quarter. Know about it.
To
Check
my
up.
people who don't know, the boy just holler out his stats.
Come on.
In the game,
Sold
boy,
out.
he done gave it to my school a little
Yes.
bit, but we gonna get to that.
Okay.
We gonna get to that.
Okay. I'm sorry.
NAACP Hometown Hero Award.
Wow.
Life Changer of the Year Award winner.
Wow.
The Pistons said Black History Month icon status. These people have named you that time and time again because of your work, man. Because of your work.
You know,
I want to go in early, man. How does that make you feel?
Man, it's an awesome feeling because someone recognized your work. But my name may be on the award, but really ultimately God gets the reward. The reward comes from putting people in my circle that allow me to do the things I want to do, that believe in you. You're only as good as the folks that want to volunteer,
Come on, man.
folks that want to support you, folks that want to go to their companies and get checks and give them back to you. I want to believe that everyone wants to help. But sometimes they can't find the right person they can trust. It's relationship building. It is being consistent in your work. It's being humble. It's being empathetic to the people that you serve. Just because someone is in line doesn't mean you mistreat them. So what I've always tried to lead by is the Nordstrom's Ritz-Carlton model.
Break that down.
Treating you excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah.
How you doing? How you doing, Ace? What's going on? What's going on, Q? How your family doing? Talk to the people. You're building a relationship with folks, and you're not judging them, man. It's a no judgment zone. Whenever my name is on something, I don't care where you work at. I don't care where you're from. If we can help you, man, we're gonna help you.
Let's do that. So, I guess if we could go back to how did this all begin with the pantry work there? How were you able to identify the need? How were you able to get the resources to be able to attack the need?
So once COVID hit and school was no longer an option, I was getting phone calls from high school seniors that would say, hey, Mr. Wheeler, some kids are used to eating in school. So now they don't have that food, but you're at home now with multiple siblings. So I started an initiative called We Love You Fridays. I had a couple of friends that own Popeyes and Hungry Howie's. I went to them and told them what I was trying to do. That Popeye sandwiches and pizzas, I was taking them to your house.
Wow.
And once I get to your house, I realize your cousins here, your nephews here, your brothers here. Oh, you need more food. Call my guy Kurt Mays over at Forgotten Harvest. Hey, Kurt, how do we develop a mobile food pantry in River Rouge? He said, I can do it for you on Wednesdays. Man, year to date, 8.5 million meals served to the entire Metro Detroit community. Not only River Rouge, we got a guy today come from Sandusky, Ohio, man,
To come get
to
that
get some food, bruh.
once a week.
Come get some food, man. Monroe, Taylor, Deep East Side. We're getting calls from Macomb County. Hunger is real, bruh. The need is great. Nobody should be hungry in this country. Nobody, man. And so as long as I'm alive and I can help you, I'm going to help you.
You're gonna help.
Because somebody helped me. Me and my mother was in the line at Focus Hope when I was 9 years old. I said, God, if I'm ever in a position, I'm going to use that position to help somebody else, man.
That's huge. Especially in the day of time. I'm about to crack a little joke here, but you say you were going to folks' houses,
Yeah,
counting the heads,
yeah,
saw what you brought,
yeah.
and saw that you ain't bringing
We ain't
up.
bringing enough, bro. We ain't bringing enough. Man, talking sheep, the work is expensive, man.
Come on.
So myself and Dr. Coleman, superintendent, I said, man, how dope would it be for the superintendent to show up? Now that you in some kind of trouble, I'm showing up to give, to help you. We can no longer just open doors and expect kids to come. You got to provide real, tangible services for children and families if you really care. People talk about caring, they don't really care. They like you, they don't love you.
Right.
I love you. I want to see you win. I wouldn't be here if it had not been for so many people showing up. Late great Ed Martin buying me a coat.
Come on,
Perry
now.
Watson driving us to camps. Cheryl Harshaw buying me lunch when I was hungry on game day. All these type of things happen, man. And so I feel obligated to give back. So the day I die, man, I'm dying on empty, bro.
Empty.
On empty.
I
I
heard
got nothing else
that.
to give.
Got nothing else to
Nothing
give.
is over.
I love that. I love it, T. But in conjunction with the food pantry, you are representative for the Riverwood School District. So you kind of have a very unique position with your work here and what you're doing, because some of the families that you have been able to identify, you're working with these kids every day.
See, once again, it's being creative in the school system.
Yeah.
Education wasn't designed for the things that we're facing today. But every school district across this country needs a Tarence Wheeler or somebody like that that's going to provide resources, exposure, and access for kids. It's no longer about poverty. Poverty itself is not just about money, bro.
Right.
It limits access to people that can help you. You got to be able to show these kids, hey, that's the governor, that's the lieutenant governor. Now we over here with the CEO of Delta Airlines. You can be that.
Yeah.
What's your path to get there?
Right.
No one is successful by themselves, fam. Somebody got to nurture and support your greatness, man.
It just doesn't happen that way.
No, it don't happen.
It just doesn't
It's
happen.
no, we're not hitting the lottery.
It's not.
It's every day, all day, bro.
It's just what it is.
It's a grind, and you got to be unapologetic about your commitment. See, the problem is the most expensive thing we do in this country, bro, is put the wrong adults in front of young people. You like them, but don't love them.
Yeah.
You've got to love this kid past their mistakes,
Yeah.
past their pain. Empathy and trauma sensitive does not mean that you are not held accountable.
Right.
It means I understand where you're coming from.
Right.
If teachers and administrators drove the neighborhoods and walked the blocks in which our kids come from, you have a better understanding of what Huey needs every day. I walked that block where there's only one house.
Right.
No grocery store, no dentist, no bank. You understand that there's a deficit in which this kid is coming to school with.
It's crazy that you said that. I wasn't even going to kind of go there around, but what you're saying is, how can you service someone
That you don't know.
that you don't know,
Now I
that
sit in
you
the
don't
lunchroom with him,
understand?
bro.
Yeah,
First of all, I ain't scared of that kid.
yeah,
I love you. I'm gonna break bread with you.
right.
I'm gonna sit down next to you.
That's right.
Talk to me, man.
Yeah.
Listen, every administrator across this country, there's 5 days in the school week. I talk to Huey 5 days. For 4 weeks, that's 20 contacts I've made with you.
Yeah.
Over 10 months, that's 200 contacts. Man, we got a relationship.
We got a relationship.
How's your test, man? What you doing on the test? How's your weekend? How your mama feeling? Heard she was sick. How granny doing, man?
Right.
Sorry about your loss.
Yeah,
It's love, bro.
It's love.
It's love, man.
Yeah.
It's real, organic love. It ain't just, let me give you some Target gift cards and spaghetti on count day.
and then go in front of the TV and say, "I did."
I did that. No. Come on, man. They know, these kids know who real and who not.
So how about this? This is what you're doing now, and you said for the last 8 years.
Yes, sir.
But even prior to that, you
Yeah.
have been putting in a lot of work to the community. You're known for the turkey giveaways, right?
Yeah.
And if I'm correct, that's over 25,000 turkeys to give away, way higher than
Man,
that.
it's hot. Yeah, yeah.
Come on, bring me the
So,
numbers.
I haven't even updated your website, but forget
Okay.
the website. I'm going to tell you this, man. We averaging 3,000 a year. It was up to 5,000 one year with all the trimmings.
Okay.
This ain't no disrespect. This ain't no Cornish hen.
Yeah.
It's a 12 to 15
Come
pound
on.
bird. 2 canned goods, box of mac and cheese, some macaroni, and we got 5-pound bag of potatoes.
Yeah.
So now you can be able to get your family together, man.
Yeah,
Over the weekend, y'all
Yeah.
can eat good.
Yeah.
You feeding families, man. You providing reprieve. If I give you a 5-pound bag of potatoes, but you still with that knife,
Woo!
babe, royal, hash browns, fries, you name it, man, you can eat, bro.
You good for a little minute.
Good for a minute.
Yeah.
I'll see you after you get done.
Yeah.
Call me.
And I said that wrong. That was the All-Star Give Back.
Give Back, bro.
Yeah.
Myself and Derek Coleman started that, man. NBA legend, my friend, my brother, dug in his pocket.
Yeah.
Before we had corporate sponsorship, dug in his pocket, man. Let's do this, man. Believed in me enough to say, man, I'm going to support you. We're going to do this thing together.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to get the money and that's not do nothing. Plenty of guys do that.
Yeah.
And I ain't knocking those that do.
Right.
Because if you ain't got it from the heart, you shouldn't give.
Right.
But this brother, man, Lefty, had no problems, man. Let's do it, man. What you want to do?
Let's go.
We've been rolling ever since, man.
Yeah.
If we talk about families pull up, we're not judging them. We high-five them. We believe in you, man. Say tomorrow it's going to be a better day. This trouble don't last always.
Yeah. You damn near a preacher out here, boy. I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you, man. Let me just keep going.
Go ahead.
Thank you for that. But what I always like to talk about is social media,
Yeah.
websites, TV. You know, everybody see it,
Yeah.
and it's almost as if they believe that just happens. But it's the grind, it's the work, man.
Yeah.
Now I want to be able to get this
Okay.
set now.
Okay.
So let me give my props. Kelly Clarkson has, shown you love for your work.
Yeah.
Channel 4, CNN, Mason in the morning.
Yeah.
These folks have acknowledged all of your work, man.
Yeah.
And see that you took the time to just give back to the community as you just addressed, right? But why T. Will?
Why not?
Why not?
If not us, then who?
If not us, then
Now
who?
win. Who we waiting on, man? We
That's
gotta
right.
do it, bro.
Come on.
And so humbly, I'll say that for as much press as I've gotten in the last 7 to 8 years,
Yeah.
I can still tell you there's companies right here that's in Detroit that say no.
I think I know a couple.
So when they say no, it just does something to my dysfunction.
Yeah.
It geeks me up.
Yeah.
They say, oh, you gonna tell me no?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you. We're
Right.
gonna do it without you.
Right.
It's why you throwing money away supporting other people. But that's politics. That's whatever that is. I'm dealing with who deal with me, man.
Right.
And so these folks who got behind me, these companies and corporations, whether it be $5 or $5,000, man, all these twos and fews add up.
Yes, sir.
Man, we can make it happen, bro.
Let's make it happen.
We can make it happen, bro.
I love it. With my man T. Will.
Come on, man.
So let's do it. I think we done kind of touched on a few things and not intentional, but you are connected. Let's just be clear, right? With some of the well-known stars, athletes across the country. But really, at the core, as you said, snotty nose boy from,
Vinewood in Michigan.
come on,
Yeah, man.
west side of Detroit.
West side, man. Focus hope. Bust past the food stamps, man. With coupons.
Yeah,
Wasn't no grits, it was Farina.
okay,
Wasn't no Captain Crunch, it was King Vitamin.
come on.
You know what I mean? I'll never forget those days.
Yeah.
It wasn't no real meat. It was that great can of beef on Focus Hope. And we made it happen, man. And so those dark days humbled me enough to say that whenever I'm in this position, I want to help somebody who in the same position. Because guess what? It ain't your conditions, it's your decision making that determines your destiny, man.
Come on.
So that's all I focus on, man. How do I help people, man? Because if I can do it, so can you.
But I think it's the way you saying it. You know what it's like, and you can relate because of where you've been,
Yeah.
because of where you from,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Single mother.
Single mother, man. Single mother on drugs. Father that was absent. I spent 4 hours with my father, and 3 was at his funeral. I'm gonna give him the extra hour. Maybe I was a baby. He came by, kissed me. I didn't know about it. But my mother, for sure, her drug usage saved my life. We not only used drugs, we sold drugs. So I grew up in a dope house, a vibrant dope house.
Yeah.
And to see those individuals basically ruin their life, I don't know why, what drove them to drugs. But God's grace and mercy, I was never molested, I was never touched. None of those things have happened to me. I know how to count money fast because growing up in this house, I had a job to do, man.
Right.
I'm not proud of it, but it's my story, man.
Come on.
It's my story. So when I write my book, The Dope House to the White House,
Yeah.
you can relate to it.
I'm gonna know what
You
it is.
You can relate to it.
Yeah.
So for me to come from this house on Vinewood in Michigan and walk the halls of the White House to introduce the 44th president of these United States,
You going too far. We ain't made it there yet, T.
Okay, my
You
bad.
know, to all my fans here, we get single mother.
Yes, sir.
You fell in love with basketball.
Oh, man. Following my Uncle Sean. Uncle Sean's 4 years older than me. Great player in the neighborhood. I'm the tallest in my family, biggest feet in my family. And God just gave me a wicked jump shot, IQ, some work ethic. I played for Boys Club. My uncle was a member of the staff member of the Boys Club on Livernois in Michigan. Got me into the club, won our first championship at the Boys Club.
Come on.
Our championship meal was White Castle on Livernois and Warren.
Let's go.
I was all in then.
All in.
He took me, Mr. Smith took me from him to Jake Boyd. I became a road runner. Won a bunch of championships, traveled across this country, played against the Harlem Globetrotters, et cetera, et cetera. In the 8th grade, Mr. Perk, I'm getting recruited by 5 schools. Bishop Borges, St. Hedwig, Western, Murray Wright, and Chass. They all said you can start as a freshman. Wow. Mr. Perk told me, you ain't going to none of these schools. I'm going to see your mama tomorrow. I prayed that my mama would be in the right frame of mind and listen to Mr. Perk. He came over and told my mom he'll need to go to none of them schools. He should go to Southwestern High School behind Perry Watson. My mother didn't know Perry. I didn't know Perry. But my mother believed in Mr. Perk. This time, man, you couldn't just go to a different school. You could go to a neighborhood school. When my mother got on the bus, Joy Road bus, on Grand River, went down to the Board of Education. She said, sit down, came back out with the transfer slip. That changed everything for me. Now I'm walking the halls in Southwestern with Antoine Jobert, who was the #1 high school player in the country. LeBron James with a Jerry curl. Yeah. I'm seeing him being recruited. Bill Jones being recruited. Chauncey Scott being recruited. I knew that if I just stuck and stayed and listened to Coach Watson, my day was coming.
Your day was coming.
It came, bro.
And it came.
It came.
Let's not get there yet. Come on now. I want to talk about basketball in the city of Detroit around that time. What was it like? As you shout out these names, and the city of Detroit is known for producing some of the best that we've seen at the highest stage.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you could break down, the walls of St. Cecilia, right?
Yes,
or
sir.
Southwest, or being under Coach Perry Watson, what was that like?
Man, it's to be the greatest era of basketball in Detroit history.
Come on.
You talk about Steve Smith, Derek Coleman, Doug Smith,
Yeah.
all the cats at King that was top dogs but never had the national ranking. Amp Hall, Willie Tucker, Derek Jefferson, Derek Williams. You know the great Donnell Dixon. He was Bo Jackson. Then you go over to Southeast, Steve Beck, Darren Brown. McKenzie had a whip. Chassie had Demetrius Gore, Jerome Taylor. Weston had a whip. Even the Catholic school, the Poors had a whip. Scotty Nichols, Greenwood, Willie Burton, the great McNeil Knight. Catholic Central, John McIntyre, Brother Rice, B.J. Armstrong, and to me, pound for pound, one of the best guards coming out of the city of Detroit, Joe Breakley over at Bishop Borges. So you got to bring your game every week.
Every week.
Summer League, it didn't matter where you was at. Summer League, Belmont, Kelly Park, wherever you playing at, somebody trying to give it to you.
Somebody.
You better be ready.
You better be ready.
You better be ready.
Just now, I feel like you just went back.
I did. I just did.
I feel like
I saw myself at Callahan Hall against King giving them buckets.
Here you go.
I just saw it.
Throw out them steps.
I just saw it.
You just
I saw it. Matter of fact, shout out to Mama Jefferson. I love you. Don't be mad because we beat y'all, Mama. Y'all thought y'all had the game won, but the prospect is coming.
The prospect.
Yeah.
Now tell me, what were some of the things that Coach Watson was saying to you as you're huddling up? Because he's one of the best. And he knows what you're about to go against. He knows what's going on in these neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
How is he getting y'all ready?
Man, because he was no tolerance, man, no bullshit. Okay, none. On Monday, he gave you a progress report that was due back by Friday. I don't care who you were, how great you were. That progress report wasn't signed with your current grade, you're not playing. Flat out. Man, this guy was a disciplinarian, but he was there every day. He never missed a day of school in my 4 years at Southwest. A day of school, a day of practice. I don't know how he did it. And you talking about 90% of us didn't have a father at home. And he was probably 10 years older than us. He looked so much, he acted so much older. He's about 10 years older than us. But I remember sitting in the huddle before practice. We didn't just roll the balls out, man. Now it's called life skills.
That's right.
Sit in the circle, man. He used to say stuff like, "Misery love is company." I get that now.
Okay.
Don't let the little head control the big head.
That's
I
right.
get that now.
I understand that now.
What you do off the court controls you on the court, meaning there's no shortcuts.
That's right.
Man, this guy was ahead of his time, and I appreciate him so much. I'm so thankful to be at an age where me and him can sit down, have a cigar, have a drink, man, and I can just get that knowledge, man, because he means so much to me that I don't make a major decision in my life.
To this day.
I'm talking to him, bro.
Yeah.
I love him to death, man.
That's what's
because
up.
he did his job. He wasn't like some of these coaches out here now, man. They're young, they still in the streets, they want to stick with your mama, your auntie. He was focused on getting you out of this. He said, use basketball, don't let basketball use you. And I'll say this, Ace, man, all the stuff I've done, if I'm just known as a basketball player, I have failed my community, man. I have failed. You're supposed to use this to get here. Yeah. From here, you gain the knowledge and go help your people, man. He said, get that degree. Yeah. I went and got it, man. I love him to death, man. To death. That's my guy. That's what's I don't make a decision, a major decision today without talking to him. Flat out. But I know he's going to come from a place of purity, a place of unconditional love. Yeah. Hey, Will, that's what I think you should do. Okay. But most of the time, I'm going that way. Yeah. Times I don't, it didn't work out well. Yeah. But I love him, man, because he's real, man. It's organic. It's amazing. It's amazing that, well, for a few things. But one, your sense of appreciation right now for him, understanding what manhood really is, right? And what he was able to teach you. But from your foundation, as you said, single mother, grandma help, but no father. Yeah. It seems as if he played just one hell of a role, not just then, but as you say now. Man, this is probably the only person I couldn't pay back with money. I could only pay him in deeds. That's it, man. Yeah, and I never wanted to do something to embarrass him, to make put a shame on his name, a Southwestern name, because this guy meant so much. He sacrificed so much. Very few are willing to give up their summers to take poor kids to a camp that we really can't afford. To drive 17 hours to Bennettsville, Georgia, Rensselaer, Indiana, jump on a plane and take them like the All-American camp. Spend a week with his family when he has a young child. He sacrificed that, man. No one is successful without somebody sacrificing for you, bro. Flat out. And so I just want to represent him to my fullest, to my core, make him and Mama Watson proud, man, every day I live. Every day? Every day, man. I think another part, too, is, before I move forward, I think I'd be remiss. I asked you, what were some of the things he said to get you ready in competition with some of the best? Yeah. You didn't say one damn thing about basketball. No, because we was already prepared, bro. We were the most college was easy for me, H. I was so well prepared in high school. Well prepared, disciplined. If you had to beat Southwestern, we wasn't gonna beat ourselves. Wow. We can lose, but you gotta beat us. Yeah. We ain't gonna lose because IQ, because we ain't ready to play. We lost because of you made a shot at the buzzer. Just made that jump. You know what I mean? We was always prepared, bro. We outworked you. So that same work ethic you use on the court, you gotta use off the court. Ain't no faking in this game, man. Ain't no faking. If a guy, you running sprints, he doesn't touch the line, but he counts as a sprint, guess what's gonna happen? He gonna quit on your ass in March, the state championship. He gonna say, I'm tired. Because he cut corners right here, and you didn't check him on it. He held you accountable, man. We were the cross-country team, bro. And we weren't just out there walking around that ball. When I ride at the Bowling Park right now, bro, it's traumatizing for me. Because we had to compete. We were the cross-country team. He'll look at you, you gotta go get Huey. Now Huey might just be a runner. Yeah. It's Catholic shit. You gotta go get one, Will. Yeah. You up there, go get it. Okay. It's effort, bro. And effort is just between you and you. Maximum effort at all times. He demanded it. He demanded it. Because he gave it to you. He said in your recruiting visits, he knew because of experience what questions to ask. My grandmother didn't know that stuff, man. Right. She don't know about no scholarship, man. She just don't know about anything to do with the hood. Right. He was there every step of the way, man. Like graduated, man, every step of the way, man. I love this dude to death, man. For real. That's what's up, man. And I'm glad this was a platform that you could even say that. Yeah. I'm sure you say that to him every chance you get, man. But I think some stuff like that
needs to be said over and over again. To not just give folks their props, but to know what we need to be looking for every day. You know, these kids need it, man. But he coached you, if I'm correct here now, you were an all-state player.
Absolutely.
Out of that school. Here we go.
First team on PSL. Come on, man.
Come on.
Come on, man. Listen. See, sometimes in life, it's great to be humble.
Yeah.
That's fine and dandy.
Yeah.
But also, with that being said, no one can ever minimize your accomplishments.
That's right.
But maximize your flaws. So listen.
Tell us about it.
I may not have jumped high as Donnell Dickinson.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give you these buckets, though.
That's right.
You got to check up, bro. Ain't no easy win.
What did you give King again?
31. 18 in the first quarter. Come on, man.
Good player.
Babies was falling on the court.
Yeah.
I'm falling out of bounds. They go team. Look, man, hey, man. It's in the books, bro.
It's in the book.
The streets will tell you. I ain't got to tell you.
You ain't got to tell me.
I'm done with it.
I love it. That attitude.
Come on, man.
That grit.
Yeah, man.
That grind.
Yes.
That IQ.
Come on, man.
That knowledge that took you down to Arizona.
Come on, man. It's transferable in life, bro.
It's transferable. It's that
If
energy.
if you could be a good teammate,
Yeah.
that's all it's about. And think about this, man. Every job you ever had in your life, they ask you about teamwork, collaboration.
That's right.
Can you work well with others?
That's right.
Man, my grandmother had 14 kids, bro.
Yeah.
Never played a game of basketball, but she taught me so much about ball because it's about dealing with people.
That's right.
So now this person over here is passive, and they should be aggressive. He way too aggressive for his game.
Yeah.
You got more talent than everybody, but you don't got to work ethic.
Right.
How do you get these guys on one accord and win one championship together?
That's right.
That's because you got to be a leader.
That's right.
Just get everybody together and know how to lead. And you lead by your work ethic, being first in, last out.
Right.
You lead by example, bro.
You were the guard of the team.
That's right, man. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. I can't be out here playing around, man.
Let's go.
I got to go get it, man. I got some hyenas coming after me, man.
Listen.
We got to go, man.
Now, off camera, we was just talking about how competitive you are.
Oh, very
But
good.
I'm feeling it.
Man, come on, man.
Don't worry about it, man.
It's all good.
I was one of them crate neighborhood kids.
That's cool.
I may have to take you out here,
Man, you got to get it right now. Bro, I was asleep on Saturday.
Yeah.
Woke up like this. I got to go somewhere, bro.
This guy.
It's time to go right now. It's game time.
Man,
Muscle memory.
Tell me about Arizona State,
Man,
man.
Arizona State,
You
man.
played against some greats there
Listen,
as well.
man. Arizona State is the second best decision of my life.
Do we touch on the first?
The first is Southwestern High School, hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Second, Arizona
Arizona
State.
State.
You were going to tell me a story about how we made the decision
Yes.
on getting there.
Okay, so I'm getting recruited, major recruitments, Arkansas. I was actually headed to Arkansas or Syracuse. There was some recruitment there. Purdue, Colorado, you name it, a lot of the high division ones. I'm having a conversation with BJ Armstrong. And BJ is a year older than me. He tells me, hey man, you take all your visits. So I got one visit left. It's Arizona State. They wasn't even my top 50.
It wasn't even in the
I
top.
wasn't even thinking about Arizona State.
Yeah.
I go out there, man, and it's the same Rickman Road a little bit, and they take me over this bridge. We come down, it's 1,000 palm trees. I'm like, oh snap, okay, that's beautiful. Then we go to the coach's office. He calls my grandmother, and he says, I'm gonna take him as a boy and return him to you as a man. That changed the whole recruiting. It ain't just about basketball. I'm gonna help him win in the game of life, man. When I graduated from Arizona State University, Steve Patterson cried like a baby. He is today and has been the only white man I've ever believed in 100%. Woo. His word was his bond. He was true to me. He came to my neighborhood, man, in a Lincoln Town car with a briefcase. The neighbors thought he was the feds. My grandma had to run out there, hold on, no, that's what it is. That's the neighborhood I grew up in.
Don't kill him. He good.
He good.
Right.
Stand down.
Yeah.
But this guy understood my conditions, man.
Okay.
Had a plan for me, organized a plan for me to get out there July 6th. I graduated in June, got a report July 6th. School don't start until September 1st. Wow. But he got me a job at Goodyear Tire and Auto so I could make some money for 6 to 8 weeks because he knew money was tight coming from home. Yeah. I'm 2,500 miles away. So now I'll never have to do the dumb shit that some athletes do, dine and ditch, steal a bike, steal a TV, so I got bread in my pocket. I'm good. And man, this guy was with me, man. But the Pac-10 at that time was tough. You got Kevin Johnson over at Cal Berkeley, Gary Payton at Oregon State, Pooh Richardson, Reggie Miller at UCLA. You got Terrell Brandon at Oregon, Harold Miner at USC, Steve Kerr, Sean Elliott at U of A. Washington had Eldridge McCaslin. Washington State had hyenas. There's JUCO guys that had a chip on their shoulder. Coached by the great Calvin Sampson. Just a phenomenal league on Thursday, Sunday, man. You got to bring it.
And you got to play them twice a year.
Come on, man. And so those battles led to me and Gary Payton having a great relationship as a result, man. Being competitors, going at G going at me, man. And I remember when I got hurt, bro, I tore 2 ligaments of my knee my junior year in college, and getting a call from Gary, I'm in the hospital, man. Man, I'm just checking on you, bro.
Wow.
Changed the landscape of our relationship.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah.
So that's my guy.
That's your guy.
Yeah. So it comes to Detroit for me. I'm doing something. Man. Oakland is a West Coast Detroit. You come in there, you want to go to Floods, you want to go to Cutters, you want to go to Coney Island, you know what I mean? All that. Anything where our people at, man.
Right. That's what's
up. I mean, go take to the barbershop and playing spades and dominoes up in there, man.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer, man.
Just a regular old guy.
Regular old dude, man.
Yeah.
But that speaks to what we talked about earlier. Trust in your relationship.
That's right.
You know you can trust me. I'm gonna have you around good people, bro.
That's right.
No matter where you at, you safe with me, bro.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
Vice versa.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
When I tell you, anybody who I speak to about you, they see your passion. They see your love. They see your determination. Obviously, a lot of it comes from those same mannerisms that you learn through not just life, but basketball as well, and a competitive nature. And I know you took your ball career overseas as well. I don't know exactly, but how long did you play ball
I played 10 years over there, man.
10 years overseas.
And that was a great experience for me. Taught me a lot about the world. Met some phenomenal people. Because it's all about your experience with the people that's close to you. You go to these foreign countries and you're a foreigner and you acted snotty, or however you acted, they're going to treat you a certain way. Well, me, that's really where my humanitarian started, if I'm going to be honest with you. Playing in these countries and leaving my shoes and my shirts and stuff. I didn't know I was doing humanitarian work. I just saw a kid on my team was less than what I had. You can hide these Reebok pumps. You can hide this, man. And folks would come, the day before I would leave any country, the team would come to my apartment, man. We'd be there crying like babies, man. It was just love, man. You know, and so certain countries has different chants. So if I'm in South America, they might say something like, Wheeler solito, dame a colito. I mean, Wheeler by itself beat your ass. Real talk. Everything I love. Real
Just
talk.
like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
You might see a picture of me saying, El Paliseo Titty Nuevo Rey. The palace got a new king.
Ooh.
Come on, man.
We talking shit.
Come on,
language.
Man, listen. I talk shit in English and Spanish.
Let's go.
Cállate la boca. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Shut up.
Well, let me tell you, this is the part of the show where we call the journey moment.
Yes, sir. Okay.
This is a journey.
I believe, and the reason why I want to take this walk, because I believe, as you say, is where the humanitarian work actually started. Right?
Right.
The journey moment. All your life you've used basketball as a tool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And most people would say, they would have thought that was your purpose, to play ball.
Yeah.
I believe you would say something different.
Man, at one point, H, I thought it was. At one point, I thought, when I got hurt, man, I came out the gate my junior year, 29 against Alabama. The Alabama coach went in the paper and said, this is the best guard I've ever played against in my whole college career. 27 against Baylor. I called my grandfather in December and said, hey, man, you're going to have to retire from Baylor Seal, man. I'm going to go pro early. The very next month, I popped a ligament, 2 ligaments in my knee at Cal Berkeley, 1 second before halftime. I sat in this apartment, man, devastated, probably depressed, undiagnosed depression. Wondering, how could this happen? The best shape of my life. You know, if I make it, God will make good to my people. This taught me something. I was on track to graduate, but it humbled me and slowed me down. And there's a greater purpose for me.
Come on.
And so I walk in that, man. I don't shun from my responsibility, man. I try to show up and show out for people. my word is my currency, man.
Yeah.
If I tell you I'm coming, I gotta be dead or in jail not to come, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and so this is by far the greatest work for the greatest people at the greatest time.
At the greatest time.
Greatest time, and people are hurting, man. They need some hope, man. If I show you some pictures of these people, white, black, young, old, able-bodied, disabled, that come through this food line, just needing somebody to say it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
People got cancer, people suicidal. I had a lady today, man, she just got in the hospital. She had a collapsed lung at 17% lung capacity. I pray for you. Lay hands on you, man, and just try to give you some hope that tomorrow's gonna be a better day, man. So I want to be on the right side of humanity that whenever it's over, man, don't cry for me, man.
Yeah.
Job well done, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For real.
If not you,
Then who? If not us, then not. Man, it ain't gonna happen without us, bro. It'll never happen without us. They're not coming. Don't nobody love poor people but poor people.
flat out.
And I love them, man. I don't just like them, I go to you.
That's what's up.
Because if you ain't never been through nothing, I don't trust you.
Just like that.
You gotta go through something, man.
Yeah.
Come through that other part of adversity, man.
Yeah.
I can't trust somebody who ain't never been through nothing.
Yeah.
I've done everything right. Man, you're lying, number one.
That's right.
Number two is I don't trust you.
Right.
I gotta deal with people who've been through something, man.
Yeah.
I gravitate towards those people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It says I want to see you come to the other side.
This is the reason why I feel the journey moment is important. You're unique, brother. You're unique. You're God sent. You're an angel to most, and probably many, right? But none of that would have been true if it wasn't for your experiences with your mom.
Absolutely.
If it wasn't experiences with grandma.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for basketball.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for, I hate to say this, but the 31.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The 18 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Right? It's a part of who you are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Who else could come to the people the way you come to the people?
This is true.
You
Because people
see what I'm
recognize
saying?
fakeness. They
That's right.
recognize that you just here for
That's
this
right.
political moment. No, I'm here for all moments, bro. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that we all need somebody to pat us on the back, kick us in our butt, high five us, make a phone call, do something to help somebody else, man.
But if it was somebody who just came from a regular basketball background,
Right.
they probably wouldn't have got it that way.
Probably not.
You see what I'm saying?
Somebody
They
who-
needed somebody who had went through it.
Yeah.
Somebody who experienced college.
Yeah.
Somebody who experienced not just Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
but Harvard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Somebody who have understand the life lessons from a Coach Watson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it to say it's been parenting, education, understanding of drug use, basketball, travel,
Yeah, man.
international.
Man, come on.
To have the relationships that you have
Yeah.
only taught you how to
Yeah.
build relationships with forgetting Harvers, right? To be able to bring in the Big Seans, the
Yeah.
Nas, the Gary Payton. Do you know somebody else can do the work that you're doing right now?
I'm sure they out there, he or she is out there, man.
We talk about you.
I just, man, it's been, I just go back to my grandmother saying, you're going to do something great with people.
That's right.
And really owning that
That's right.
and realizing that my relationships have been built organically, man.
That's right.
Whether it be with Big Sean, Nas, DL, even my situation with President Obama. You know, those type of situations just don't happen, man. You know, and I'm thankful for those relationships, those opportunities, and those experiences. I don't take them lightly, man, because, you know, it don't happen for everybody.
It don't happen for everybody. And I want to make sure that gets said correctly. I don't want to just breeze by
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
He was the 44th president, but he's
Absolutely.
our number one.
Absolutely.
Let's make sure we don't
let's be
just
clear.
brush by that.
Let's be clear.
You had the opportunity
Yeah.
to introduce him for an event, correct?
That's it.
Please break that
Man,
down.
so this is kind of crazy. So I had the lieutenant governor at River Rouge High School on that Saturday morning. And we were talking about voting awareness, those type of things, with some of our seniors. I get a call saying, hey man, your name is in the hat to introduce President Obama at the Joe Biden rally. I said, word? So we got to get it clean. It's a process you got to go through.
That's right.
This ain't just, this ain't you going to CVS. It's a process you got to go through.
Process, baby.
So put my name in there, They called me back and said, we need you at Belle Isle at 5:30. You want to introduce Barack? You got 3 minutes. So I'm driving home, man. I'm like, okay, what can I say to the people to get them excited about voting? Okay? So as I get ready to my Rain Man, there's a young brother named Gov from Southwest Detroit. Got a song called Ambitions of a Hustler. Okay? So I got that planned. I turned that off. I put on Nas. All I need is one mic. I'm in that mode. I ended with Eric B. and Rakim. How could I move the crowd? First of all, ain't no mistakes allowed. Here's the instructions. Put it together. It's simple, ain't it? But quite clever. So as I'm writing my speech, I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I got this is that climax moment. My equation is T times E equals R. Time multiplied by effort gives you the reward. If you put the time in to go and find somebody, the effort in taking them to the polls, the reward is a blue victory on Tuesday.
Oh, woo!
Come on, man.
Bring it home.
T times E equals R. Time multiplied by effort gives you the reward. The time is 3 days. The effort is to grab you, your friend, your neighbor, your aunt, your mother, your father, everybody. And the reward is a blue victory on Tuesday.
Now let me give you the honor of introducing the 44th president of these United States in my hometown.
Come on.
Barack Obama.
Give a big round of applause for Tarence Wheeler for the great work that he's doing each and every day.
It was super dope. Super dope, man. One of the best experiences of my life. Hold on, I digress. Hey, I gotta tell you the part.
No.
I gotta tell you the story. So I get there. The guy says, who's the producer? He said, hey T, I'm so sorry, man. You only got a minute now because Stevie Wonder is running late.
Oh, okay.
Can you do it in a minute? A minute, bro. I'm just getting warmed up in a minute.
Yeah.
I said, man, can I get 2? He said, yeah, I'll give you 2. I knew if I had 2, I'm gonna take 4. What's he gonna do? I'm already up here. I'm up here. Yeah. Dude gave my time, man. We went there, and it was hands down one of the greatest experiences of my life, man. Come on, man. I done had some great moments with President Obama, man. Going to Oprah's house, me and Lefty go to Oprah's house. What? Come on, man. That's that whole deal right there, man. Oprah's backyard in Santa Barbara. Come on. 2 kids from impoverished communities. Sitting here at my table is Bill Russell, Sidney Poitier, Dick Clark, Dick Gregory, and my man over here is George Lucas. But there's only 1,000 people can come. Yeah. Grass, the women could only wear wedges, no heels. Oprah had the dopest porta potty you ever seen in your life, bro. It was cold, air conditioned by Coles. Air conditioning, got a mirror in that joint, everything, bro. Like,
it was a porta potty.
Bro. And Oprah's backyard, man. I said, guys, you outdid yourself, man. I ain't supposed to be here, man. And that was one of the highlights, man, of my life. Absolutely, man. Yeah.
Listen, T, I got 3 more questions. I got 3 more.
Okay.
But I'm willing to jump out there and say this. But I need your confirmation. When you tore them ligaments, if you wouldn't have torn, you was on your way to the league.
Yeah.
No doubt
about that. Absolutely. I had a great shot. I said that. I had a great shot.
Let's just go with it.
A great shot.
Let's do that. Okay. You're on your way. All right? I don't believe you would be the T. Wheeler that we know now. I believe you would have been given back in some way because it's definitely in you. But who you are and what you represent now, God did this. God did.
Khaled just talking.
God did,
man.
Would you confirm that?
Man,
I
would agree with that, man. I would agree that, you know, on this side, you're able to really sit back and build strong allies, man.
Come on.
That sometimes if you're on the other side with the bag, the allies ain't pure. You know what I mean? You become hunted. Well, over here, it's pure. You know, them twos and fews mean something to me, man. You gave me 2,000, you gave me 20,000. I'm gonna treat you the same, man.
Right.
And I say this because I remember when Coach talks about your conversation starts before you walk in the room. So like you said, wherever you go and you mention my name, it's gonna be consistent, bro.
Right.
In all 50 states and 7 countries, I'm the same person, bro. I'm the same person, man. So I want to be able to have that dance represents that you made it through the storm, man. That you didn't give up, you didn't give in, man. And I didn't lose myself helping somebody else. Yeah. Some of us do that.
Yes,
you
sir.
get to a point where you're looking down on people, man.
That's right.
Nah, man, I learned from everybody. That's why it's called the All-Star Give Back, H. Because every person has value. From the janitor to the CEO, we all got value. I learned more from cab drivers and dope fiends than I do from CEOs, bro. Flat out. You know what I mean? I know what happened to you.
Yeah.
You showed me a story.
Yeah.
You may have had some nepotism. Somebody helps you in a different way.
That's right.
This person failed because,
Bootstrap.
hey, man, I had a weak moment. I can't recover.
Yeah.
And body blows get to you, man.
Yeah.
And so I'm constantly learning from
It's the
people.
foundation of who you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the foundation of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
core. You done seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why Detroit? I gotta ask that as I am Detroit's #1 ambassador.
And that's funny. Funny you say that.
You
man.
could do this
Yeah.
wherever.
It's
As you
funny.
say, 7 countries.
Man,
Come
kids
on.
ask me all the time. And what's funny is students used to ask me like, why you still here, Mr. Wheeler? Man, I love it. This is my city, man. Like I couldn't turn a corner on Pontchartrain in Atlanta. That ain't my aunt's house.
Yeah.
That ain't my uncle's crib.
Yeah.
Oak Griswold in Michigan. My uncle was sprawled out right here drunk. We went and saved him, got him over here. My mom used to sell dope over here. I know these places.
That's right.
This geographic, I know this place, man.
Yeah.
And I love it, man. I love
Come on.
it. I love the blue collar. I love my people. I love being able to say I'm from here.
Yeah.
I represent the city wherever I go, man. That's who I am, bro.
That's who you are.
That's who I am, man.
It look good on you, baby.
Good, man. I
It
love
look
it,
good
man.
on
I
you.
represent the D, man.
It's my last one for
Go
you.
ahead.
And I ask everybody this. So I really need to know. Knowing what you know now, going through the experiences that you went through, and seeing your work, seeing how you've been able to feed these people, seeing how you're able to help this kid that's been able to transition from that to this,
Yeah.
right? And to even see yourself. How does it feel? Like, how does it really feel looking back and going through, this walk, being able to speak to yours, your family, you know what I mean? How does it really feel to see that work?
Man, it feels good to be acknowledged for your work. It feels good when people say thank you. It feels good when you can have a collaboration that you didn't think you could have, and that because you get so many no's in this game. So all the yeses, I still get no's. But to be able to help people, to know that you are helping someone feed their family, you are helping the least of thee. Matthew 25 and 35 said, "For I was hungry and you gave me something to eat."
Come on.
It's real simple, man. Help feed people, help clothe people. To accomplish some of the things I've accomplished, I know how proud my grandmother would have been, man. I know how proud my grandmother would be to see me sitting there with the president, having him shout my name out, us bumping, us high-fiving, me having these type of interactions with people who are quote-unquote celebrities, man. It feels good, but I'm also yearning for, I gotta do more. I gotta do more. They ain't never enough. I can't rest on that, bro. I got more to do, man, because there's a kid over there that's struggling with their sexual identity. How do I help that kid be in a safe space? There's a kid over here that's been molested by a relative. How do I help her? There's a kid in heaven, but she's living in hell because an adult has not taken their position to help her. So I want to make sure that when I leave, man, that I have done all I can for as many as I can, bro. And I left this thing better than I got it, man.
Come on.
That's it, man.
Tell them what's next. Tell them how they can help. Tell them where they can give the money. Please shout out to social medias, all that stuff, man.
Man, I could be reached at 313-819-0040. Up next will be our turkey drive, which is November 22nd. We're looking at 3,000 to 4,000 turkeys with all the trimmings. No ID. We don't care where you live at. We don't care what kind of car you're driving. I mean, your family, if you need it, we got it. You can have it. Social media, Instagram is TWheel32. Facebook is Tarence Wheeler. Twitter is TWheel32, man. I'm just humble enough to be on your show. I thank you for having me, man, because you know a lot of people, man. You could ask a whole bunch of people.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
And being from Martin Luther King, man, that's different. You know what I mean?
Not just me and the boy Q back here, man.
I'm surrounded by King Crusaders, man. You know what I mean? But I'm thankful, man. I'm thankful for the opportunity. I don't take this position lightly, man. It means something to me, man. It's my legacy, bro. It's my legacy.
Well, I want to say this to you. I believe you. And I don't care if you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the work, but thank you for your consistency and the commitment to want to give. To want to give. You know? That's an honor for us. And I'm thankful that you would even come tell your story with us here at the Oh Yeah Podcast.
Yeah.
And I hope you come back to always keep us updated on what we should already know. But I know you're going to keep us informed, my guy.
Oh yeah,
My boy T.
Oh
Will.
yeah,
If
not now, then win.
Then win. Signing off, it's your boy, Mr. Oh Yeah, Detroit's #1 ambassador, man. Me and my boy T. Will. Keep the mic looking for you, man.